it's just Melon not wanting to be on stream. Yeah, probably. Yeah, he's moody. Sometimes he just doesn't feel like with the mood. What did I just come back to? Fish face, bourbon, carrots. What's up, Evil Marksman? Yeah, we are almost done with the carrots. And then we're going to finish our bourbon. And then we're, chat wants me to do an experiment where I do, we're going to call it a splash, boop, 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 of each of them in the glass. And then I'm going to take a sip of it and I'll take it upstairs. And that's how I'm going to end the night. But, yeah, I don't think we're going to do much else tonight. I'm going to put the food away. So I'm going to make sure these carrots get into the fridge. I'll rinse the cabbage and put that in a mason jar and put that in the fridge. Tomorrow we'll finish up the yakisoba and we'll finish up the kimchi. But honestly, all we did tonight was brine cabbage and chop up 2 stalks of celery. That's all we really did tonight. But it's National Bourbon Day. We had pretty low expectations. Don't forget to mix it. That is the last step we're going to do. Yep, we're going to do that in 20-ish minutes. At least, okay, we'll finish the carrots. Fuck the timing. We'll finish the carrots, we'll drink the whiskey, we'll mix the whiskey, we'll find someone to raid. Who do we want to raid tonight? Call it a bourbon harem. Ooh, Paxi, I like that. Yeah. A girl can chop carrots and drink bourbon in peace, but it would be more fun with a taiyaki. You know? Yeah. I fucking hate this hat. I do. As soon as Robert pulled it, I was like, oh, I got you something from Hawaii. I was like, oh. And I think he even implied that it was for stream. And I was like, oh, maybe he brought me back some macadamia nuts or like some sort of like foodie, flavorful, yummy thing to go in my mouth. No. Fucker pulled this out. I was like, you son of a bitch. I will say, though, whatever. Robert and Funk brought it for me. I've known Robert since the 6th grade. I've known him since I was 11 years old. I'm currently 36. So when that motherfucker brings me a fish face back from Hawaii, I'll add it as a channel point redemption. But only motherfuckers like Robert gets away with this shit. Also, you missed it. I received my bag of gochugaru delivered. One, of course, of fine powder. Ooh, nice! Nudes, what are you going to do with that? Are you going to make some kimchi? That sounds delicious. Kathy, do you prefer the fish face or the monster of the deep? Shell bells. I hate them both. I hate them both so hard. I hate them all. They all suck. I don't know why the fuck I even did these hats. It was like, this is what happened was I watch a lot of other food and drink streamers and they were doing these redemptions. So I was like, oh, that's what food and drink streamers do. So then I added the redemptions. I just did different style hats. And now I'm just like, why the fuck did I do this to myself? Why is this even on my stream? I don't have a preference. Just give it to me, Shell Bells. Glowbugs, do you ever make desserts? Not unless forced to, Glowbugs. It is a channel point redemption here. I'm a savory girl. I don't like sweets, and I don't really like baking. So if I make a if I make a dessert, it's usually because someone forced me into it. I think it might be my 2nd most expensive channel point redemption. And some people, dudes, likes to make me do it a lot. I need some gochugaru. I have gochujang though. Yeah, Paxi, that's okay. Gochugaru, you can usually get anywhere you get gochujang, you can get gochugaru. If you want to get the flakes, you can get them at H Mart or any Korean grocery store. I think actually a lot of like Asian grocery stores in general will carry gochugaru flakes. I need to check my kimchi stash. Me too, nudes. I'm going to make a big-ass batch of kimchi. I'll probably keep a small jar for myself, but I'm going to give my friend Mindy the big jar because when she lived closer, I used to make her a jar of kimchi at least once a month. But now that she lives further away, it's probably going to be like once every couple months. But I do need to start making her kimchi regularly because I'm her kimchi dealer. I almost said pimp. Dealer. I'm a dealer. Yeah, I'm a kimchi dealer. By the way, which ones do you hate more? I don't hate. Why are you asking me, Shellbells? If I tell you the redemption I hate the most, is that the one you're going to torture me with? That's how my chat works. In that case, I'm not going to answer this question. I'm not telling you which one I hate the most. Your SSD's team would make the weirdest hentai. Wait, your SSD's team would make, I don't know what SSD's teams would make the weirdest hentai comic. All right. Handcuffed, cutting carrots, getting spanked. Doesn't make sense. It simply is. Wait. Okay, if I was a hentai right now, handcuffed, cutting carrots, getting spanked. We're not including the fish head? Okay, handcuffed, cutting carrots, getting spanked. That's a perfectly legit hentai. What the fuck's wrong with that? There's nothing weird in that. There's nothing. Handcuffed, sure, that's in it, hentai. Cutting carrots, why not? Getting spanked. I don't know what your problem is with this scenario. No, there's nothing wrong. That is a perfectly legit hentai. You must be into some not normal, totally commonplace hentai, because that's totally regular. Paxi says, I'm at 39 points, so it will be a while until I do the Feed the Hungry. Okay, good. I like that, Paxi. Take your time. Take your time. Actually, you don't have a Monster of the Deep in your redemptions anymore. Oh, I took it off because I was using it for something else. I can put it back on. Kimchi mommy, like a sugar mommy, but it's like kimchi. Paxi, I was known as the kimchi fairy. What I would do was I would drive around and I would drop kimchi off on people's doorsteps and I would text them, look on your front porch. And all of a sudden, the kimchi fairy would have delivered kimchi to them randomly. So there was like a whole circuit I used to run. But people moved away and things happened. And so I don't do my kimchi fairy shit as much anymore. But I really need to start it back up. But I used to make big batches of kimchi. Like right now, I only did one pretty large head of Napa cabbage. I used to do like 3 big heads of Napa cabbage all at once. And it would take me like fucking half the day to make all the kimchi. And I would do that at least once a month. And I just make kimchi for all my friends. I don't do that as much since we started streaming. And we've got other shenanigans and life going on with like kids and stuff. But I used to do that all the time. Newt says, who's visiting Kathy next? They need to get Kathy's shrimp hat. No shrimp hats. The next person visiting in my kitchen, I believe, is Jen Pal. Will be here in July. I believe that's the next person that I have on the calendar. I think it's Jen Pal and then my cousin Tina. My cousin Tina, aka DJ Jawa, will be coming back. But Tina doesn't come on stream. She'll lurk off camera or she'll be on stream, but she's wearing a hoodie, glasses, and a mask, so you can't identify her face. She's very camera shy. That would actually be an understatement. But Tina's been on stream before. She just is very paranoid about being seen on my stream. And now that we are as D-Jenny as we are, I really don't think she's going to be on stream. So we'll see. Computer, show me my timers.
You have 10 minutes left on your fish face timer.
This is a 10-minute timer. I have 42 seconds left. I'm not doing a squid hat. Wait, it's Bourbon Day. Welcome in, Vendetta. It is Bourbon Day. I am surprisingly not fucked up on Bourbon Day because we were cutting carrots and that was a pretty big deal. And we've actually, look, so being National Bourbon Day, there was no hype up for it. There was no anything. So we were being very well behaved. And if you can believe it, I've almost made it to midnight and have not gotten yeeted off my stream. So that is something to be said about how well behaved we are. It is a Tuesday night. It's a school night. Technically, it's not a school night for me. My kids don't go to school on Wednesdays. But we're being very well behaved on a National Bourbon Day. How are you doing? Welcome in. I drank all those bourbons. We're on our 4th one right now. Nothing weird at all. I agree. One of these days, I want to go up to Seattle for a small vacation trip. Well, I'm going to need the place you recommend in a list for me to visit first. Tasty food stuff. Paxi,